What is going on, college basketball fans? Welcome back to another video. And tomorrow, on Tuesday night, we got the Champions Classic doubleheader. And this year, it's Michigan State versus Kansas, and it's Duke versus Kentucky. Four elite programs, two amazing games that we're getting at this point early in the season, like we always do in the Champions Classic. And today, we're going to break it down and make our predictions. Make sure you guys hit that sub button if you guys want a whole bunch of college basketball content. And yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, guys, so our first matchup is Michigan State versus Kansas, 6:30 on Tuesday night. This is going to be a fun one, and I actually think that Michigan State could keep it closer than what some people think. Originally, I seen Kansas favored by 6.5 points, and I was like, okay, I kind of want to take that. But now I'm thinking it might be a little bit closer. Do I believe that Michigan State has a chance to win? Yes, I do. However, I am going to predict that Kansas does win the game. And honestly, I'm going to take them to lay the 6.5 points as well. And let's get into the breaking it down as to why I think that, though. I do think Michigan State has some amazing guards. Jaden Atkins is an awesome shooting guard. He's off to a tremendous start, but they've only faced Monmouth and Niagara so far. So they haven't really faced anybody yet. This is definitely their first true test. Which is another reason why Kansas, I think, will be the winner of this game, is because they have already had a Power 5 or a Power 5 level opponent in North Carolina, and that was like a top 15 team in the country for sure. So for Kansas to already be tested like that against some elite guards, I feel like Kansas will be ready for Michigan State, because I do feel like it is somewhat of a similar type of matchup. And not only do they have Jaden Atkins, but at point guard they have their new freshman, Fierce Jr. And this is a freshman that has been passing the ball amazingly in these first two games, averaging 8 assists per game. Hasn't been scoring that much though, so I'm interested to see if he can start scoring more as a point guard. But the real reason I am picking Kansas is because I don't know if Michigan State's front court is going to be able to handle all the offensive power that Kansas does have down low, and that is between Hunter Dickinson. KJ Adams had a huge game against North Carolina, and even off the bench, they have the freshman, Flory Badunga, who has been playing amazing through the first few games. So I really do think that this Kansas team down low is going to be too much for Michigan State, and they also have some very good guard play. I do worry a little bit about Kansas's defense, as they did let North Carolina come back into that game. But I do think that they can clean it up here. I think DeJuan Harris is an amazing playmaker. Zeke Mayo has been an awesome scorer for them. And AJ Storr has been good for Kansas, but I honestly expected him to be a little bit better this year. And I think this could be a game where AJ Storr really takes over and seals this game. So I'm definitely going to take Kansas to win, and I am leaning towards taking them to lay the 6.5 points as well. If Michigan State does cover the spread or perhaps win, I think it is going to be the true sophomore Xavier Booker, who we all thought was going to be one of the top freshmen coming into the college basketball last year, who wasn't as great as we thought. I think he's going to finally have to have that breakout game, and especially on the defensive end, guarding guys like Hunter Dickinson, guarding guys like KJ Adams. He is going to have to be the main reason why if Michigan State does win. And if Michigan State does get the win, they're going to skyrocket into the top 25 and probably pretty high up there in it too. All right, so the second game of the Champions Classic doubleheader tomorrow will be Duke versus Kentucky. And this one, a similar spread here, as Duke is favored by 6.5 points. Now, I feel a little bit different about this one. I do feel like Kentucky has a legit shot in this one to win, and I am actually going to be predicting them to beat Duke tomorrow and, of course, cover that 6.5 point spread. I think that Kentucky has a deeper roster than Duke, and although Duke does have probably the more talent in their starting lineup with these freshmen, I just think Kentucky is the deeper team. And I think the way that Kobe Brea has been shooting so far this year has been elite, but Duke also has a very elite shooter in the freshman, Con Keppel. And I think Keppel is going to be super good. He's going to be a first-round NBA draft pick for sure. But Kobe Bryant is shooting fantastic, and all these freshmen combined are going to be a lot for Duke to handle. And if they can all come together, it's going to be pretty tough. I'm going to pick Kentucky to pull off this upset. If Duke does win, I think they're going to need a big game from Tyrese Proctor. I think scoring-wise and also playmaking-wise. And, of course, Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg is going to have to put up over 20 points in this game, rebound the ball, play defense. But I think Amani Williams, the center for Kentucky, is going to be a big difference maker, because I'm not sure if Duke has the guys to bang down low in the post with him and beat him on the glass. So I really do think Kentucky is going to win on the boards, and I feel like they have a bunch of experienced transfers coming together here that are going to be able to catch the freshmen early in the season this year. So that is going to be my prediction. I am going to take the upset in Kentucky, and I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Do you guys think that Kentucky is going to be able to pull it off, or do you think that Duke is going to win and cover that 6.5 point spread? But let me know what you guys think down below. Champions Classic, it's going to be a crazy doubleheader tomorrow. I'm picking Kansas to win and lay the points against Michigan State, and I'm picking Kentucky to upset Duke tomorrow. I love to pick a good upset, and I think Kentucky's got a legit chance. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys subscribe for more college basketball content here on the channel. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching.